Hi, how are you today? What's it today? Today it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, and yes, I just had a haircut. So how do I look? Do I look more decent than yesterday? How'd you like it? 0 to 10. How'd you like it? Anyway, thank you very much. So the thing I want to talk about today is why we need to be pushed. Why we need to be pushed. I know a lot of people, me included, we don't like to be pushed, do we? Right? Stop pushing me, right? And we kind of feel like we were pushed by many things, isn't it? Right? So of course, nobody likes to be pushed, and but there are some benefits to be pushed, I think. Yeah, sometimes we go to the gym, we need somebody to push us. Hi, Ping. And that little push in the gym, you can do it, do 10 more, do one more, it's good. We really need that kind of push. Yeah? How many of you need that kind of push in your life, right? And in coaching, as when you are being coached by somebody, you definitely want some sort of pressure, because we often say, you don't push me, I don't move, isn't it, right? So we need to have that kind of push. But in general, we don't like it, right? So and what I'm trying to say is that it's very important. And it how do we look at it in a positive light to say that okay, I'm gonna find somebody to push me, or I'm okay that people are pushing me. Okay, well, before we talk about that, we want to kind of talk about why we don't like it. So it's when you think about it, there's many factors that kind of we don't just stand. We balance. We balance in life. We balance. What I mean by that is, there are many forces that push against us. There's many forces that push against us. There's like there's gravitational force. Yes, Hi, Charmaine. How are you? Are you jumping today? Are you skipping? You're very inspiring. So there's many forces. There's gravity. There's there are society. The society kind of pushes us a little bit, like to what the society expects. Your parents give you a little bit of push as well as to what they expect. The government as well. Your kids give you a little bit of push as well. And so whether we like it or not, we're gonna be pushed left, right, center. So sometimes if you think that you're just standing in one place, you're not standing in one place. You're actually really good at balancing. Because of all the forces around you, you're kind of able to kind of balance yourself. And sometimes we get used to the balance. We get used to the balance. So in our lives, there are many things that push on us. Like I said just now, you have parents, you have kids, your spouse, you have colleagues, you have society, you have weather, you have all sorts of things. So the way I look at it is, is like we need to kind of push back, because if all these forces are pushed against you, it's kind of hard to do stuff, right? For example, if you want to achieve certain goal, you have some voices here that kind of push you. You have, voices here. You have all these kinds of things. So we do a great job at balancing, keeping still. But keeping still and balance, isn't really going to get you to where you want to be, So we got to not just equal the amount of force or push or pressure from everyone else, so that we kind of stay in the middle. We need to be moving, isn't it? We gotta be moving. So that means that we need to be pushed. you know, against certain things, you know. And going against certain things is not really who we are. We don't like to go against stuff. But if you have a goal that you want to achieve and you have all these forces pushing you back, sometimes it's very hard to achieve the things that you want. And that's why, you know, a lot of people just won't be able to achieve if they just balance. You know, if you just balance, you know, you're just staying there. So, you know, so you need to find a way to overcome those forces so that you can, you know, you can actually move, isn't it? So you have to. So if we wait and wait for something, it's not going to probably happen. And so we need to accept, we have to acknowledge, we have to agree that we need to have some external push factor to kind of get us to where we want to be. So and if you ask me what kind of where can I get this? Well, you know, you can typically get it from a coach, you get it from your colleagues, you get it from your partners, you get it from the team, you get it from the boss. Sure, we get a lot from a boss, right? You get it from people who want to help you, who are moving in that direction, and they kind of give you some encouragement, and they move on. But sometimes, you know, when we're stuck, when we're trying to even balance, when we're not in the right frame of mind, when we're like, you know, when we don't have the right mindset, we look at these encouragements and these forces and these pushing thing as a bit of an annoyance. Stop pushing me. You know, I'll get there when I get there. You know, I don't feel like it. And so you know, so it becomes hard. You know, and if the people want to help you and yet you avoid them, and you know, after some time they're not going to want to help you anymore. They're not going to push you anymore, and that's it. And then we get back to the middle ground, and then we balance, and then that's it. So we won't get to where we want to be. So what I'm just trying to say is that if we have a certain goal that we want to achieve, we got to get used to being pushed, whether we like it or not. We got to get used to this sort of you know, force, this sort of uncomfortableness, this uneasiness, this like you know, to move us forward. It's tough. I know it's hard. It's something we don't like. We don't like people pushing us. We don't like people, you know, nudging us. We like to just be who we are and do that. But the thing is, if we allow that to happen, we're not going to get where we want to be, you know. So tough, isn't it, right? I don't have any solutions to this. The only thing I know to do is to accept that you need to be pushed, that you need to be forced, and that push and force is a good thing. That uncomfortableness that you feel is a good thing because it gets you out of your comfort zone. And I think one of the things for improvement or personal improvement is to recognize that we need it. We need to be pushed. We need to be forced. At times when we don't feel like it. Especially at times when we don't feel like it. And I guess some people have it. Some people have the discipline or motivation to do it. Some people just need to be pushed. And so if you're the type who needs to be pushed, then, you know, kind of recognize that and find people who can give you that kind of a motivation, that kind of a maybe physical push or push. And if you're the type who, you know, are pretty self-motivated, then keep going, you know, so, and teach other people. Teach us how you get motivated, how you're self-motivated, how, you know, yeah. I'm just trying to say is that we can't get used to, we can't just balance, we can't get used to this external forces pushing us back, and we can't get to a point where we don't like people pushing us, you know, because, you know, that's the only way to achieve your potential. You know, it doesn't sound good. I don't know how to put it out. I don't know how to say it. But we just have to accept it. We just have to suck it up. We just have to, you know, give me more of it so that we can move forward. So that we can move forward. And so that we don't stay in one place and, you know, and get comfortable, right? So look forward to it. If somebody's like, do one more, if somebody's gonna says, you know, don't go home early. If somebody says, go out and talk to somebody, or do a couple of reps, or if somebody says that to you, you can say, all right, thank you. Don't get annoyed. Don't get angry. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's like, oh, well, stop nagging me. But I can tell you is, I think the people love you enough, they like you enough, they want to help you enough that they do it. So I guess the person who's gonna push you or nag you or remind you or force you, I mean, unless they unless they really, really love you. I mean, who wants to do that to somebody who doesn't want it, isn't it, right? So they must have the courage to do that. So if somebody does that to you, say thanks, because we all need it. We all need it, right, to move forward. Okay? So that makes sense to you today. If somebody you feel, needs a little bit of a nudge, needs some push, and, gets moody when somebody does it, probably I think this may help, to have them take a look at it from a different perspective. Or else we'll just get used to it and we'll stick in the middle and we won't get to where we want to be. All right? I hope this message helps. Let me know if it does help. Type in, comment, and help me, and ask me any questions if you do have. Give me any topics that you think that you'd like to me to talk about. All right? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Jessica. You're right. Yeah, we definitely need to. Hi, Sujin. Helen. All right. Well, thank you for joining in today. Like my new haircut. All right. And this is from Hair Story. And they do a good job. All right, man. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video in a couple of days. Hey, Elvin. How you doing? Is that gift again? Or is that... can't remember. Bye-bye.